She was laying right there, and I came from around that corner.
For the first time, Greg Weatherford and Shatamia Taylor are back at the spot where their worlds collided.
Really hard, especially retracing my steps like that.
Brings back a flood of memories for sure.
5 years ago, on July 7th, Shatamia brought her 4 sons to a protest against police brutality in downtown Dallas.
We're going along, we're having conversations with people.
It was almost at the end of the march, and they were walking to their car when they heard this.
There's a pop. Who's doing it? Who's setting off fireworks? That's what I'm thinking.
Chaos broke out and people started running for their lives. Shatamia and one of her sons were at the corner of Main and Lamar. An officer told them to take cover.
And he's like, get down. He has a gun.
Seconds later, she saw the officer get shot.
I see the officer who had just told me seconds before. I see him going down.
Shatamia now knows the officer was Senior Corporal Lauren Aarons, who died in the ambush. She says after that, bullets started flying and they ran.
I get maybe here, about that far, because I'm not running, and I felt it through the back of my leg. And I heard, I'm like, I got shot.
Greg Weatherford was also marching. He was an undercover Dallas police officer in plain clothes. He ran towards the gunfire when he heard the shots and came across Shatamia and her son. Body camera footage captures a little bit of that moment.
I go down on top of her, and because the bullets are still flying, you can hear the bullets hitting the concrete. You can see the spark and hear the bullets popping by your head.
Officer Weatherford could see suspect Micah Johnson down the street.
Gunfire was just going crazy. At one point, I looked up and could look down and see the shooter walking around the pillar.
He watched as Johnson killed 2 officers. There was too large of a crowd, so he couldn't fire his weapon. So he focused on Shatamia and her son instead. Since he was undercover, he didn't have on a bulletproof vest, but he still shielded them.
I know God sent Greg at that very moment, at that very time, because he eased a lot of that anxiousness in me and my son.